Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here with the first of what I'm going to call the Litchfield boxes, and these are 20 some boxes that I bought kind of sight unseen. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned. Okay, I'm like out of breath because I've just been moving these boxes around. I put the cats in the bedroom, sequestered them so you won't have to listen to me complaining when they get on the table and shake it. That was probably annoying in that last video. So, all right, so I'm super excited to start learning what I bought. I paid $300 for a big pile of boxes. I could see a few things on the boxes that were on the top that looked interesting, and someone at another antique store that had referred me to this place told me they had a lot of good stuff. So hopefully it's not just a bunch of junk. But I'm doing it out here because no way in heck did I want these boxes on my bed. And you've probably seen the videos where you're supposed to freeze old books and stuff when you get them. And well, I'm just not, that's not me. So I figure if I'm gonna get grungy stuff, I will do it out here and hopefully stack this stuff on this table so it doesn't really, I don't know what kind of shape these things are gonna be in. But let's dig in. Let me pull this box a little closer. So it looks like this first box is gonna be book heavy. So we'll try to, So my son has really become a fan of Snoopy lately. So he might actually like reading this. I don't know, we'll have to see. You guys know I love these Rand McNally books, so this one may go in my private collection. But I love the artwork in them. And the great stories. Okay, these books are stuck together. I also like Telltale books, so don't worry, I won't flip through all of these. Oh, this says Denise. My mom's name is Denise. This book is 1955. So yeah, some of these, I will probably be reselling a lot of these, but some of them, especially the Rand McNally ones, I'm gonna put in my collection. Big Little Helpers. So I don't know. Oh, no way. Oh, you guys, I've talked about this before. This is like one of my favorite books from when I was a kid. Now, this is an older version of that book than the one that I was so in love with. Oh, I've never seen one this old. Now, it's in really bad shape, but perhaps I can restore it somehow. I mean, not to its original glory, but I mean, I still have the basic pieces. Maybe I can cinch bind it. But what's the year on this? Aw. Oh, is that page missing? Well, no, it's got it. Oh, maybe there is a page missing. Kind of looks like it is. So I guess the page that has the copyright. Yeah, so I like the version that I fell in love with growing up. I like the artwork in it better than this, but I love, love, love this story. And I love this cover. So who knows, maybe since it's not the version that I fell in love with, maybe I'll create a journal to sell with that. Wow, this is kind of thick. Is this a board book? Did they have board books back? Oh no, it's a real book. So I'm also not going to just sit here and tell you all the years for all of these, but it might be interesting to see a few. Like I've never seen a little golden book this shape before. All right, where is it going to tell me? Now, granted, this is a Walt Disney one, so maybe that's part of it, why it looks like this. 128 pages. That's crazy. So it's a golden storybook. I just want to know how old it is. Oh, 1950. Oh, well, that's not as old as I was expecting it to be. Aw. Oh, see, nice glasses. Now this one looks old. ABC. Oh yeah, this is cute. It used to be part of a library. 1928. I love it. Aw. So I think this is I mean, this one says, a real good book, 25 cents max. The dog that refused to die. Okay, yeah, I can't read books like that. I have a hard time with Danny Dog. Well, this is all, oh, this is a Bonnie book. I'm not really very familiar with Bonnie books. 1950. So were these competitors for Little Golden Books? They're awfully similar. Everybody's seen this one, right? But this is a really old version. See, it's hard for me to think of this as an old one because they still sell this at Target and Walmart. Who goes there? Aw, the Three Bears. With Goldilocks. Well, it's got some pretty pictures. Oh, so these are Platt and Monk books. Okay, well now I'm curious on the age, if there's anything that says, nothing says. How do you, oh, there's the copyright. 1934. We have the Three Little Pigs version, the Rooster, the Mouse, and the Little Red Hen. These are great, you guys. I'm happy with this box. And I feel like this is 1932. Even though these are in kind of rough shape. Oh, Cinderella? Like, I feel like there's got to be some value in these. This is also 1934. So even though does this one have water stains? Well, okay, it's got, they've, you know, tried to fix it and stuff. So they're not in the best of shape, but they're old. So perhaps they would have value to somebody. I'm really hoping, this is gross, but I'm really hoping I don't come across something gross. Okay, this is some kind of a, oh, it's a calendar, I think. December 1951. Well, look at that. So, is it, if it starts with December, does that mean it's really 1952? Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so right underneath the December, yep, then there's January of 52. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to cut the calendar out and yep, there's lots of different pages, but are these all birds? Like, are these Audubon birds? Drawn from Nature by J.J. Audubon. From the collection of the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company. Oh man, if I could figure out how would I ever flatten this so that I could do something with these pictures? That's real. I really like that. Now, there's bound to be some duds in here, right? Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, it's a big catalog. Montgomery Ward catalog. Let's see if we can figure out. It doesn't look very, oh, summer of 1985. Spring and summer. So, got some high quality fashions with your culottes. That's what they were called back then, right? Culottes, is that what they're called in here? Oh, they just call it a pleat front split skirt. My grandma called them culottes, so maybe culottes was a 1960s term. You need some new luggage. I love it. I love old catalogs, although this isn't exactly old. This could still have some value. It could still have some value, but it's heavy as all get out, so it'd be really heavy to ship if I sold it as is. Congressional Manual, National University Edition. Well, I mean, it's in decent shape for an old book, so someone like Hyper Stamper would just cover this stuff up with something pretty and still use the old book. But well, it's got, okay, so someplace in Iowa, Mason City, Iowa. So it's got some cool plates in it. The importance of, oh, so this really is about Congress, the history of Congress, the purpose of Congress, the importance of bills. Oh, it's even got the people's, maybe this is Iowa's Congress, but it's even got, well, no, it can't be, because it's got everybody's name and where they live that's in Congress. So what year? Let's figure out what year this is. Why is it just got the Iowa things in the front, though? Copyright 1901. So maybe it was something that was created for this particular college in Iowa. But ooh, Lilly. My grandfather worked for Lilly back when it was Eli Lilly. And oh, so it's just a memo pad for this drug, I guess. So this is probably not very old. Do we have a date? Oh, 1981. Well, okay. The 1965 Lutheran Annual. I could tell by some of the things that I saw that they were, this particular donor was heavily into the Lutheran Church. This book is just a bunch of people's names and addresses. Men teachers of the Missouri Synod, pastors of the Missouri Synod, literally all of them, and their names and addresses. But it does have some neat, a few, you know, sponsor ads in them. I don't know that there's any kind of a market for a book like this. You'd have to get a real specific niche collector, but the patina on this paper is really good, and this would be, I could make my little freebie folded pockets out of that paper. Postcards. Aw. War savings stamps. Oh, and here's a stamp stock purchase request envelope. That's pretty cool. Now, if I could find a bunch of war ration stamps, that would be neat. Okay, we've got a Farmer's Almanac 1970. So I was saying on a previous episode, I can only ever find the Ford Almanac that are kind of old. So this one's probably the oldest one like this I found, which really isn't very old. But it's got a cool calendar in it and just some other, this is fun stuff to put. I mean, they're, you know, kind of cool pages, and it's a cool size. Sacred Art Calendar for 1932. So we've got some plates, some religious plates. I'm trying to see if there is a, like, what do they mean? Oh, there's a lot of plates in this little book. So I don't know. It looks like something's been cut off the bottom, so maybe this was the top of the calendar. Well, that's kind of a bummer, because a 1932 calendar would have been kind of cool to find. 100th anniversary of the Zion Evangelical Lutheran Congregation in Mount Olive, Illinois. So some fun pictures. Yeah, I don't know what the market is for something like that. Hang on just a second. Sorry, my daughter is on her way home, and I told her I would stop filming to let her come in, but she's maybe gonna bring me something from Fazoli's to eat. And I definitely want something to eat. All right. I'm gonna guess German. Something on the religious side. So I'll have to get out my Google Translate. Yeah, there's a picture of a church. Aw, and some people from the late 1800s to 1901. So I'm gonna guess this is early 20th century. Aw, Strawberry Growing in Illinois. Published by the University of Illinois. Do we get any good pictures of strawberries? Well, yes, but they're black and white. Well, that's okay. The cover is still cool. I'm really wanting to save strawberry stuff to do kind of a strawberry themed one. Handy Andy on the Farm, How to Build a Radio Set. Ooh, now that's some cool paper. Proceedings, Illinois State Board of Equalization, session of 1892. Okay. Oh, well, that folds out. Well, hold. Okay, so looks like this. Oh, awesome. Numbers. And then I think these are some things that fold out. Oh, just more numbers. Name of company. Table showing the assessment of railroad property by the State Board of Equalization. Okay. It's a little bit above my pay grade. And then it's another fold out of more numbers. Well, I love numbers, you guys, so I'm not disappointed in that. So yeah, that just seems to be what it says, equalization. Hi, let me take a brief moment out of our video to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Junk for Goats. Junk for Goats is my business where I sell and resell vintage, antique, and some modern ephemera for all of your junk journaling or crafting needs. I have shops on Etsy, Whatnot, and I list my digital items on my coffee shop. All of the links for those are below in the description, so please check that out. It's also important to note that 10% of all the proceeds from my sales are used to purchase goats from Compassion International. Those goats are provided to families across the world to help them meet their own families' needs in terms of their diet, but they can also take and sell the milk and the cheese that they produce from their goats to their friends and family nearby, helping to provide them with an income source that is valuable in the areas in which they live. So if you would like to craft with a difference, please check out the description below. And as always, thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks. The cannoneers have hairy ears. A diary of the front lines. I don't even know what to think about this one. Oh, it's got a really cool book plate in the front that I don't think you'll be able to tell, but it's a textured book plate. So if there's any way I can soak that off, man, I'm gonna try. I mean, the book has definitely got water damage. Oh, so it's published by Sears and Company. And the author is anonymous. So this is from 1927. And it looks like this is just about war. Now, I do know that there is a box coming up that's got the whole Time Life Civil War series in it, which I was not overly eager to get. But maybe it's got some good pictures I can harvest. Okay. I'm like hesitant to lay this stuff on my lap. Songs and Sayings of the Cross. Oh, but they're hymns, but it doesn't have the music. That's different. So would these have been spoken, like responsive readings? Or did everybody just know? Oh, it says, hymn, I will sing my Maker's praises. And it's got a hymnal and the page number in it. So I guess maybe this just corresponds. Maybe this would be, yep, this is the Lutheran Church also. I have never been to a Lutheran service, so I don't know if it's like the Methodists used to do a lot of kind of responsive reading. So I don't know if it's like that, but Forest Trees of Illinois. Ooh, I like the sound of that. How to know them. And Oh, it's got a little card in here. Request for state forestry assistance. See, cards like that are fun. I'll pull that out and put it in something, but okay, good. So we've got some illustrations. I love that. Law for the Illinois Farmer, 1963. I don't know about that one. That one may just become scrap paper. Oh. More law for the Illinois Farmer, 1958. Does that mean the law has changed a lot between years? How state tree and flower of Illinois was chosen. Oh, so this is the seal of the state, the great state of Illinois, how that was chosen. Oh, and it's got the vote count, you guys. So oak tree must have won and violet must have won. Now this is from 1908 or 1907, 1908. So I don't know if these are still, I lived in Illinois for 16 years, but you know, it was as an adult and you don't have to, they don't require you to learn the state flower and tree and all that stuff. But here's the vote. So interesting. 90th anniversary, Zion United Church of Christ. So some pictures. Is this a convocation? Oh, annual commencement program. I mean, these are kind of fun to put in, you know, pages of a journal. Valuable papers, envelope. Empty. Animal pathology and hygiene. I guess that would be important for a farmer. So I don't know, is there a market for just selling this book as is? This is from 1931. I don't know. I don't know if there's, I don't know how to, some of this stuff is not my niche. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Bigger profits from livestock. All I can say is I'm glad that we had the children's books at the beginning of this. And we have that cool calendar, rolled up calendar. Oh, here's a cool, oh, well, we did get the Montgomery Ward full catalog. That was neat. Here is a Popular Mechanics Shop Notes magazine from 1946. So some cool pages in here. This is great. This is great stuff for ephemera packs. St. Michael's Catholic Church in Staunton, Illinois, and Livingston, Illinois. 2 for 1. So this, okay, well, this reminds me, I mean, in our church, we did a photo directory. So, I mean, it's a great source of, you know, pictures that you can use in things, but they're kind of, I'm not saying this about these pictures, but it's kind of the same era as the awkward family photos. Again, not that any of these are awkward, but these, I would find these a little bit harder to use than yearbook photos. Yearbook photos are very easy to use in crafting things. So my husband had family in Staunton, Illinois, but I don't know if they were Catholic, so I don't know if they would have been, could have been in one of those. Oh yes, look at this. December 1964. And there's coupons, get out, that have the years on them. That's awesome. But we've got the, is it just, okay, so it's again with the calendar starting with December for the next year. I love that. I love finding, because you could cut these boxes out if you just want the number. You could, use the whole page, use the whole page. I love finding old calendars. You are what you eat, how to win and keep health with diet. Let America's foremost authority on diet show you how to eat for your health's sake. And now, oh, wow. You guys, look at this. I love that. The value of each of those foods, how to cook them, how to get your vitamins and minerals. I love this back section. That's pretty awesome. I'm very happy with this box. Shirley Temple and the Spirit of Dragonwood. So nice old book from it's illustrated from 1945, but look at the color of these pages. Now these are probably pretty chippy pages, meaning that the second you fold them, they break. But I love the color. So that would make them good for collage work, where you just are gluing down small pieces of paper. So I love that. Beret, son of Kazan. I don't know if I'm saying any of those words right. Pretty rough shape vintage book from (1917), so antique and decent paper. And then last for this box, Boy Scouts in Glacier Park. Now I need to see if there's a way to kind of restore covers like this, because it looks like it would have been a really beautiful book at one point in time. But is this just a fiction story, or is it like a Boy Scout manual? Boy Scouts in Glacier Park, the adventures of two young Easterners in the heart of the high Rockies. And it was published in 1918. So another vintagey, not vintagey, antique book. So, all right. Well, that, like I said, that was it for this box. And I am trying to do shorter videos so that maybe it's a little bit easier for more people to watch them. So I'm gonna go ahead and not start another box. We're only at 32 minutes, but we still have nostalgic TV trivia. So let's do some of that. So yeah, I'm really curious what you guys think of this first box and how I did. I paid $300, $325 for, we're gonna say 21 boxes, although I didn't officially count the number of boxes, but let's just say it was 21. So $325 divided by 21. So each box is $15.50-ish. I think I got $15 worth of stuff out of this box. I mean, the children's books are sellable, This calendar would be sellable too. I guess I would have to send it in a, you know, like a tube. The calendars were great, and there's definitely some old books just to get old, you know, variety of colors of pages, and of course the Montgomery Ward catalog. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be at least one more catalog, and I think it's also from Montgomery Ward. I'm hoping it's older. I'd really like to see something in the 60s at least. So I don't know. We'll see though. But yeah, I think I'm pleasantly surprised with this particular box. So, okay. What type of work did waitress Alice originally want to do? Who portrayed Moses and Addie Pray on Paper Moon? Who did things by the book on Freebie and the Bean? What is Dean Martin's theme song? What product is ouchless? Who did Jimmy Dean refer to as my old buddy on his musical variety show? What is the dog's name on Nanny and the Professor? Name Tom's dog in the cartoon Tom Terrific. Okay, I don't know that I know any of these. Oh no, there's one I know. Yeah. What type of work did waitress Alice originally want to do? Well, I did watch that show, but I'm going to say she wanted to be a secretary or an accountant, or, you know, something like, maybe it was a hairdresser or something. I don't know. I don't remember her origin story. And that lady just died. Linda Lavin, she just died like at the end of last year, or maybe earlier this year. See, how do I always know these death things? Who portrayed Moses and Addie Pray on Paper Moon? I have no idea. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Who did things by the book on Freebie and the Bean? Again, never heard of that. What is Dean Martin's theme song? Well, all I can think of is Frank Sinatra songs. So Dean Martin's the one that did that Christmas song that was kind of risque there for the last couple of years after the Me Too movement, that I can't think of the name of. And if I do, then that song is going to be going through my head for the rest of the night, so let's not think too hard on that. But I have no idea what his theme song was. But I did like watching the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis movies, if that counts. What product is ouchless? Well, this is the only one I think I know, and I think that's Band-Aid. Who did Jimmy Dean refer to as my old buddy on his musical variety show? I don't know. I just thought he made sausage. What is the dog's name on Nanny and the Professor? Well, I at least have heard of that one, but I have no idea what the dog's name was. So, Spot. Named Tom's dog in the cartoon Tom Terrific. Spot. Okay. What type of work did waitress Alice originally want to do? Oh, she wanted to be a singer. Yes, now I can remember that. A singer, duh. It seems so obvious now that I see the answer. Who portrayed Moses and Addie Pray on Paper Moon? Christopher Connolly and Jodie Foster. What? That was a TV show? Okay, that's not Gabby. All right, well, who did things by the book on Freebie and the Bean? Bean. I guess if I'd realized I just should name somebody, I should have realized that. Just name somebody in the question. What is Dean Martin's theme song? Everybody loves somebody sometime. Oh, okay. When I think of that song, though, I don't think of his voice. What product is ouchless? Oh, no. It's Curad. Curad bandages. Darn it. Welp. Who did Jimmy Dean refer to as my old buddy on his musical variety show? Jim Henson's Muppet Ralph. R-O-W-L-F. What is the dog's name on Nanny and the Professor? Waldo. And name Tom's dog in the cartoon Tom Terrific? Manfred, the Wonder Dog. You guys, I got 0. I got 0. I can't believe I got the Band-Aid one wrong. Darn it. All right, well, I hope you did better than I did there. That's just embarrassing. All right, I found my phone so I can take a minute to thank my members, but I appreciate all of you. I know the majority of you can't afford to be members, and I just appreciate the views, really. And I appreciate the people that do feel like they have it in their budget to support me. I appreciate that as well. Okay, let's go. I had to get directions on how to turn my community feedback on. All right. I would like to thank Mary and Julie, which I now know is Julie. And thank you, Julie, for supporting me on my coffee page too. That's really sweet. Katie, Favorites with Laura, Darlene, Hey Everybody, and Pam. And I'm just reading them in the order they are in here. I appreciate you all, and that goes beyond, you know, that goes to the subscribers, the viewers, the commenters, the thumbers, all of that stuff. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate that you chose to spend it with me. All right, well, let's see. I hope the next box is just as good or maybe better. But I am pretty sure we're going to probably have some duds along the way. But we'll see. So wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.